so sorry about that, we just had someone interrupt us. Just gently fuzz that out, and on the edges what I want to do is I just want to use a 1-inch brush, and then just around the edge I'm just going to tap very gently, and you'll notice that while I'm doing this I'm keeping the brush half. I'm not turning the brush round. I just want to tap that gently in there so it fuzzes out and goes really soft. Same just in there. And just on the edges I want it to just blend away nice and soft. There. Same on this edge. Tap that a little bit. Use the corner maybe just there. There. You don't want to be perfectly straight. I want it to look soft. I'm going to go back to the brush I used in the first place, and then you can just go into that. Just blend that. Actually, sometimes just pick up the liquid white as well. I just see a place where I can do that. Water down here and have some blue in it. Pick up some liquid white off that area, and then you can just go in the sky and just maybe use just a trickle of white as well. Put a little stringy cloud up in there. Use this brush and just blend that gently. Soft. That's it. Now I'm just going to use the same brush again. This time I'm going to use the mountain mixture, some blue, phthalo blue, in with that. Quite a lot of blue in with this mountains. First of all, I've got to actually just get the colour somewhere near. Let's try that. Now there's a big edge coming up from up here. Actually, I'm going to have it a bit higher than I've got it. Change your mind at any time. Maybe it's going to come from about there. Blend behind that. Put some of this dark in. That's good. And I'm going to reload again, get some more paint on my brush. Mountain mixture, which is it's more or less like a lavender and the blue. Now, in the background, there's one that just sticks up there, a little point on it. Quite a pointy one as well, is that? And then a little pivot over that way, and got a little top just on that. Put some more paint just in there. To come up. And then down again. I'm trying to make this quite exact to what I can see on the pictures that I'm using. And I'm just going to pull angles away from that. And then at that side you can pull it at that angle. Nice. Now there's some behind as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some dark in for them. The light comes up there, along, and then it just drops. And there's another bit just there. Right, so I'm just going to go underneath that now with these colours. pulling at them different angles. You can keep going back, make a bit of a darker pile, just a tiny bit darker, and then where this main rock area is here, there's a lovely shadow. That shadow just sits in there behind it. And then all that side is in shadow, and then it comes down and through. See, I'm just scoping this out as I go, basically. That goes right through. Got a bit of colour still in there. Put that in first, and then that'll stand out behind it. There. And then bring that through. Don't want it just perfectly straight, and then I'm going to paint behind that shadow then. Lock that in. See, all the time I'm picking up the liquid white, sometimes I'll just brush it away and then go back into the pile again, and it'll stay dark for you then, because we want some little dark areas in there. There's a shadow as well on this top mountain, which goes like across there. Should have done that first really. Oh well. Shadows in there. Once you do that, you see, if you go back in here now, you have to get your dark again and redo this edge. See now how much sharper it is. There. And that should come through. Nice. We're just basically laying out the darks and the lights together. Now, we've also got a nice shadowed area just behind here. In fact, no, I'm going to put a bit of snow on this first. Just going to run some titanium white in the small part of the knife, and then just on top of this peak up here, I'm going to touch a little bit of snow into it. Not solid, just it's like it's thawed out slightly, so there's not loads on there, it's just a bit there. Now put that down, and then get the dark colour. I want to come in front of that now. I just love Alaska for painting these mountains and stuff like that, and that comes down to about there and then stops dead. Put a few darks in, just the shadows in there, and then this actually has a little flow where it goes from there down through like a little avalanche area or something. Now I'm just going to go back to the knife again, small amount of white on that, and then just on the top edge of that I want to just touch some white. I need to get a bit more paint on my knife. In fact, I'm going to put my palette down, I can get a bit more control on it. Just up in there. Got a bit of snow. If you get a big blob coming off, you can just use it like so. That's it. Be careful not to go over the top edge. Nice. And then that actually comes through as like a little glacier just there. And then bring that down to about there. Now just on this back part there's some snow as well. Pardon me. So I'm just going to go up in there and put a few bits of snow up in there. It's like I said though, it's thawing out, so there's not tons of it, just a few little bits. This one is a bit more upright, just there. back always, have a good look. Put some a bit closer to the top edge. There. That's it. Just a little bit more in that part. And a little bit just coming up there as well. Don't mind if you go over that edge, because as I say, you just go back with this brush, put it back in again. Right, so I'm going to use the white, but I'm going to actually mix it with the mountain colour now. Same colour I've used to the mountain colour. Show you that. There, just mix that same mountain colour with a bit of white. And then, just up in this area I want to show a little bit of some stuff going on. Just in here. It's only going to be subtle. Might need a tiny bit more white for you guys to see that. Just work it in there with a small edge at knife and put a few little highlights in the shadows. But you don't want to be white like that is. It's in the shadows, it's definitely much bluer. I have the knife so flat that I put my fingers, actually touch the canvas with them. That's how flat you need to have it. Right, and then just in there, I'll pat it down, just over at this edge, we've got some nice shadows again for the base of this mountain. Now this little ridge you can see there, it's got some green on it. I'm just going to put a shadow colour in first. And then that will actually link up to the bottom of there, bottom of that. There's a bit of mistiness going on down there. See, it'll always mix with that liquid white, so you have to keep reloading. Darker bits just in there, and then I do need this shadow to come right up, but I trying it to get a bit softer down there. Right. Just putting a bit of that lavender up into there, and then I can use another filbert brush. In fact, I might just use the same one. We'll see what that's like. Now I want to use a bit of sap green in with that same colour. Use the sap green in with that same dark, just there. Now let's just check that out first, because this is falling out like I said. Once it starts to mix a little bit with the liquid white, that's when you've got it how you want it. And that's going to highlight this edge basically here. So there's grass growing on there. And that's where the highlights are coming from. And it's growing just on the top edge. There's a little bit of white showing still. And as I keep turning the brush over and stuff as well. It'll be a fresh load of paint with that. Now, I want to blend this in with these shadows now. Remember, the angle is very important, and these are coming down at this angle. And then I need to go back now again to my dark, just my straight dark colour. And then I'm just going to go again and put some more shadows, some little ridges and stuff coming on off of it up there. I'll just leave that light now. And just put these darks in, and you'll notice straight away how it has it all. Right, I'll see you guys later and I'll finish it off for you.